to my channel. Welcome, I'm Mari, and if you've been here for a while, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about something that is really important to me, something that I've been working through, and that is hobbies that help me recover. When I mean recover, I'm talking about whenever I have like an anxiety attack. And you guys know recently I did go to the Chicago Stationery Fest, and it drained a lot of energy from me, and I am truly grateful for that experience. I'm so glad that I did go, but I do have a price to pay, unfortunately, and it has surfaced in the last 2 weeks, 10 days, and I haven't been able to journal, and so that is something that I'm actually kind of learning about how my body processes this anxiety, especially the aftermath. And one of the things that I do enjoy doing, one of the hobbies that I do love doing, is fountain pen coloring. And here I am showing you the Dominant Industry ink archiving book that I am currently using with my Kaweco Ruby pen. And I just absolutely love this, and whenever I color, it is just something about it, just everything around me disappears and I just don't focus on anything. And so this is something that I am learning to do. Now, the last time I actually colored in a coloring book has been years, so I'm thankful that I actually have this book for my fountain pens, because I came across it when I was trying to figure out ways to use my fountain pens more. And so I'm so happy that I came across this, and so I've been really enjoying this whole process. And this is something that helps me, I guess, calm down. Now, it's been a while since I had such an anxiety event, and here, as you can see, I remembered something, and that something is that I actually have a product that came in, and I was looking for the right opportunity to show it to you guys, and I just remembered I had it, and so I busted out my coloring book, as you can see here. And it's one of my favorite coloring books. I don't know if you probably still can get it. I got it off of Amazon, like 8 years ago. And obviously it's florals, because I love florals. And I started out with this coloring with my colored pencils. So yeah, about 8 years ago. And as you can see, that was in March 28, 2018. And that was the last time that I actually colored. And honestly, that kind of shows you where I have been mentally for the past 8 to 10 years. It's been really crazy. But here's another one that I did. I did this actually around the same time frame, and I used my markers. And that's pretty much where it ended. And so I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to try to color in a page with you guys, and also to show you a new product that was sent to me to review, and it's perfect for coloring. And so here you see I am actually trying to figure out which page, and I settled on this one because I love that big flower. And here it is. It is by the brand Ohuhu. So the team at Ohuhu reached out to me, and Ohuhu, I think that's how you pronounce it. But they reached out to me and said, "Hey, I was wondering if you would like to try these markers out and let us know what you think." And that's all they wanted to know. And so this is a water-based ink, and the main feature of these markers is that it's supposed to be paper friendly, meaning that it won't tear your paper. I do have the markers that I did that one page. My actual paper was actually tearing, and so I'm interested to see how this will work. And so as you can see, they sent me, I think it was 50. I think it was a 50 set. And here is a swatch card as well as a glossy swatch card. And later on, you'll see I only swatch a few colors, but there is a difference between the colors against this glossy swatch sheet. But I think it's because it's glossy. And then the other swatch sheet is like paper. And as you can see, look at all these beautiful colors. Oh my goodness. And I love the case, the little marker holders. I feel like that's a great way to organize your markers, because currently I do have markers, the Sailor Shikori, which are my favorite brush markers, that I have on my table in a spinning like pencil holder or pen holder. So this is actually pretty nice to have everything all in one. So that's good. And I do see that there are some neon colors. So this definitely has all the colors that you need. And so let's go ahead and test it out. Now, I actually started this page a long time ago. I colored in with like green color pencil. And so here I am. I'm just trying to figure out which flower that is. I wasn't sure. I thought it was a daisy or a sunflower. I thought it was a sunflower. But I think what it is that one right there, which is, I think it's called a cone, not corn. A cone flower, because I couldn't see anything else on here. Now it could have been a daisy and there was no like reference, but I think that's what it was, the cone flower, as you can see here. And so now I'm going to attempt to color match. Now I am really horrible at color matching. Now I was looking in the like nude brown color. Hindsight, maybe I should have been looking at the pinky colors more so, because you'll see at the end once we start coloring. I don't know if I'm in love with it, but I'll show you guys. Like just roll with me here and let me know what you guys think later on if the colors ended up being okay. And then here I am choosing the greens for the stem. And that is what we settled on. And now we're just trying to figure out the middle part of this cone flower. And here I'm just kind of busting out the swatch card to kind of help me decide. It was actually quite hard. I really have trouble with the shade or tone of colors. That's something that I'm working on with my drawing and painting. It's just something that I'm not really good at. And so you'll see what I mean. So here we are. I did figure out the pens that we're going to do. And we are settling, or we're choosing this 5 markers. And yeah. I decided that I was going to add a black or a gray in case I needed to like outline something, but then that wasn't the case because the drawing already had darker areas. So when I colored over it, it didn't disappear, as you can see. So I didn't really need the black or the gray. So I guess it's better to be prepared. So here we are. We're going to attempt to swatch the colors that we currently have. Now, the paper that they provided me, it has some kind of like texture to it, like a tooth. It's almost the same texture as my coloring book pages. My coloring book pages, they're not completely smooth. It has a very fine tooth to it, and it kind of mimics it a little bit. So here I am just swatching all the colors that I picked to see. And as you can see, based on that color, it looks more brown, right? Versus like that nudish color. I should have gone something maybe a little bit lighter. And here I actually noticed it, and so I'm trying to figure out if this one will work better. And I believe I didn't realize I wasn't in frame. So I think I went ahead and grabbed that one versus the other one. The other one was a little bit darker. And so, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember what I did. It's been 4 or 5 days since I did this. So it's kind of hard. Sometimes doing a voiceover is hard when it comes to these types of videos that span over several days. But I just have not been in the mood to do anything. And like I had mentioned, it's because of the me going to Chicago Stationery Fest, me traveling to Chicago and coming back, and then just all the anxiety surrounded that. It takes me a while to get back to feeling normal, and so that does affect the things that I do around the house. And I literally just sit on the couch because I have no motivation. I don't feel like I want to do anything. I would say it feels like a depression. And so usually when I feel this way, usually some people would go directly to journaling because it helps them, but for some reason for me, I don't have the energy to do that. And my motivation for things that I like, I don't do, which sucks. Which is the reason why I think the past 8, 9, 10 years it's been hard for me to enjoy the things that I love doing, and in this case, journaling and stationery and being creative. And it's hard to start again when you are in a state of, I don't even know how to call it, but let's just say that it takes me a while to get back to at least 0 for me. For me, when it comes to anxiety, it brings me to a negative, and I have to do certain things, or I have to wait until, I even have the energy to even, there's like levels, if that makes sense. And this, when I started my coloring book a few days ago, this was my attempt to get myself out of that funk, because back in the day, it was a lot worse. I'm not saying that it's easier now. I just feel like now I have a little bit more tools in my toolbox to help manage a lot of the symptoms that were very that really affected me and how I am in the world, so to speak. And so this was my attempt to wake myself up and say, hey, let's get some creativity going on, because creativity to me is something that I absolutely enjoy, and it brings me back to life. It's just I have to get the energy to do it, and this was my attempt to do that. And so, and I think too that is the reason why I wouldn't say hoard, but if there's something that I enjoy doing, I kind of go all out to get everything that I need for that, because at the time when I do need it, I need to have it right then and there. It's more beneficial for me to be able to access the resources I need right away versus waiting and thinking oh, this is something that could bring me joy and I should order it when I need it. And so, but that's just me knowing myself. And so I'm just kind of whenever I do find these hobbies that I really love and like, I tend to go all out in getting everything that I need, because one day I know I'm going to need it, and I'm going to need it, at that time, at that moment. And so I'm grateful for my past self, because my past self knew what my future self would need, and here we are. I have everything I need to help me in this period of time that I need help. And so, yeah. And I'm just grateful too that the fact that I even have like products that brands send me to try out. It's been a crazy experience. And so far, if we go back to the markers, as I remember, actually coloring with these was actually a great experience. It didn't tear any of the paper, and as you can see, it is double-sided. You have the fine liner at one end and then the brush tip on one. I rarely use the fine liner. As you can see, I only used it to write the swatch name down. But this is actually the first time I'm using a brush marker to color. Now, I use my brush markers, my Sailor Shikori brush markers in journaling for lettering, but this is actually the first time I'm using brush markers to color in. And I have to tell you, I really actually enjoy coloring with brush markers because of the different line variations that I get from the brush. I can go thick, and then in the areas that are really thin, I could use the tip of that brush marker. And so I've been really enjoying this one. And what I've also noticed too that I enjoyed with this marker is that, this is where, yes, I didn't even know it was not recording. I did not know it was recording for like 20 minutes. I was so mad. I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, like I was saying, what I loved about these brush markers is that I can build and layer the colors. As you can see here, I'm making that center a little bit darker by adding a little bit more color. So it's nice that these the shades are buildable, because I do have markers that are, or maybe they're acrylic markers where it's kind of just one shade. You can't really build it. So I feel like what's great about like the brush markers, it kind of looks like watercolor. When you build up the color and the layer, as you can see here, it's like I'm putting a little bit more color on the end, so it's a little bit darker. And okay, what do you guys think about this color? Like, I feel like it's a lot darker than the reference picture. And here I'm actually, I doubted myself too. I'm like, this is looking a little bit darker. And so I actually pulled out another marker and was like, maybe this is the right color. Maybe this is better. In reality, I should have went to a different color family. I don't know why I stuck to that. But here I'm trying to, as you can see, I'm using the lighter color, but you'll see later on that the picture was looking uneven. And so the 2-color flower ended up being a 3-color flower, which is okay. Okay, here is the reference. What do you guys think? It's a lot darker, right? It's not just me. It's a lot darker. Oh, I'm just really not good at color matching. But it's okay. I'm going to practice. It's going to be a lot better in the future. We have to start somewhere, right? I think this is the reason why I'm not good with makeup. Like, I do not know how to use makeup at all. I don't. I know how to put eyeliner. I don't know how. I try to do a wing eyeliner, but it's very difficult for me because I don't do it often, and so I don't have that muscle memory. I know how to wear lipstick, but it's just like one shade. And I kind of know how to wear blush, kind of, but I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I don't wear foundation. Like, I just don't know how to do makeup. And I think the reason is because I don't know what colors to use. Okay, so as you can see, I did add that lighter color, but it was feeling uneven with the darker brown on the bottom and nothing on the new areas. And so here I am, I'm just like adding the darker ones. But what do you guys think? I mean, it's okay. I mean, there are brown flowers, right? Right? Are there brown flowers? I don't think there are brown flowers. I really think the colors that I was seeing earlier are in the pink family. Well, at least I got the middle right. I feel like I did nail that yellow, right? It looks like it matches the reference photo. But yeah, it's it is what it is. But you know what? It's about the experience and, you know, me trying this out. And so I have these green, right, that I picked out, and I realized there were no stems connected to that flower. But there were little green, as you can see. So I decided, because I already took out the green markers, to go ahead and just kind of color in some of that green. So I didn't waste my time that I was picking out those green colors. But yeah, overall, I am actually really liking these colors. There was one oopsie, and I don't know if it showed. I might have just missed it because I was just gabbing away. But there was a yellow that did not match the color of the swatch or the color of the actual, like, the marker cap. It was supposed to be like a deeper yellow, but it was like a bright yellow. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. But I love this coloring book. Do you see how big this coloring book is? It is so big. It's really, really nice. And you can actually tear out those pages and frame it. There you go. What do you guys think? Not bad. Okay, so overall, I do love these markers. I'm actually really excited. I just want to say thank you to Ohuhu for sending that over to me so I can try out. Everything is going to be listed in the description box. There's also a discount code, so check that out. So the next hobby that I like to do to help myself recover is to read. Now, this is like a double-edged sword for me because I love reading and I love these pocket books that I currently own. Look at those colors. It is so pretty, and they're tiny. You guys know how I love tiny books. So here is my attempt to read. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is see, I can't even tell you what that was about, even though I read it, because this is one thing that I'm dealing with, is that whenever I try to read, I forget it. Like, literally, as I am reading each paragraph, the words disappear in my brain, and I do not remember what I just read. So it takes me a very long time to even finish one page for it. It doesn't even stick. And so this is me saying, F it, I can't read it. But it's pretty. I'm going to have to try again later on. Another thing that I do enjoy doing is listening to some vinyl. And here we have the new Bruno Mars soundtrack, or CD, vinyl, which finally came in. I got this nice little floofy brush that I got to help me dust my vinyl. And yeah, this is something that I really enjoy doing, and I don't have to think to do anything or read anything, and I could just vibe on the vinyls that we're listening to. And so I think it was after this time. I think so. Oh, no. It helped me kind of clear my mind. And this is the time where I started feeling a little bit more creative. And one thing that I love doing is sketching and making stickers more specifically. I love making stickers. I love designing the stickers. And so here I am just showing you, because I didn't film any of the processes that I did, but this is just me warming up my muscles, my hand to just draw before I start my drawing. And it's just more of just warming up is what I call it. And so I try not to think about how it looks or the proportions or but that's just me. I was actually sketching a mug, actually one of my husband's mugs that he just recently got. It was sitting on the table, and as you can see, that mug is extra large, sitting on a very small table. So as you can see, my proportions are really not accurate, but I don't know. I actually kind of like it, if you ask me. But this is one. I think this is one of the hobbies that kind of kick-started my coming back. You know what I mean? Like getting out of that funk. And I was doing this for like 3 days straight and just creating stickers and just, I don't know. It is so fun to me. And I didn't use like normal notebook or sketchbook. I just did it on my iPad. Just because it's just easier for me. And then after about that, I decided to go ahead and clean my studio. Now, the last time I was actually in the studio is when I did my YouTube live, which was that Friday after Chicago Stationery Fest. So it was literally, when did it happen? Like 6 days? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So like 5 days after we returned for Chicago Stationery Fest, I did that YouTube live, and it just stayed like that. I didn't do anything. It just kind of stayed like that. And I didn't go into the studio because, again, something about, I want to compare it to like the last time I felt this way was, well, actually, no. I feel this way. No, I guess I want to say I'm actually more self-aware of when these things happen, and so I can notice it, I recognize it, and then that's when I try to help myself get out of it. But prior to that, I didn't, and so what I thought was me either being lazy or just whatever I was thinking, it was due to my anxiety and the depression that I was going through. But anyways, so I didn't go into the studio for the last few days, 9 days, and it just kind of stayed like that, and I didn't want to go in there. And it wasn't until I started sketching, I started creating things, I started doing more stickers, and then I felt a little bit more myself. And so here I am, just kind of going through all that stuff that I got from Chicago Stationery Fest and like putting it away where they need to be, because they're kind of all over the place. And that's one thing I do know about myself, is that I do love to be organized. But I do know when my mind or my energy or my brain is in a state of chaos, my surroundings will show until I'm back again. And then I'm like, okay, I need to clean all this up. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just how it is. And my studio, there was stuff all over the floor. My bag was still there from Chicago Stationery Fest. All the stickers that I made were on one table, and yeah, I just didn't want to look at it. I think it was kind of getting me anxiety thinking about it going into my studio, and so I avoided it. And so I think that's the reason why. And so just to kind of give you context, I started a little bag for my junk journaling. And here I'm actually taking out all of my die cut stickers that I purchased, because I store them all in that Klasiki storage box. I have that little clear zip case. And this is a sticker pack that I paid $32 for. This is the one that I wasn't paying attention, and my anxiety and everything, I didn't even stop to ask what the price was, because I didn't see prices, but I'm pretty sure there were prices. But I was like, I want these too. And then she was like, $32. I was like, what? For real? For 8 stickers, it's $32. But I didn't have it in me to be like, oh, you know what, I changed my mind. So I just kind of swallowed it and just said, okay, guess I'm buying these. So I've organized them and put it in the rest of my die cut flakes. And here I am just putting away my traveler's notebook inserts that I have housed in this metal toolbox that I absolutely love. I forgot what the brand was, but before you can only purchase it like Amazon Japan, but I have seen them in some stationery shops. So it is definitely more accessible now than it was before. And I purchased this back like in 2018. So I have my basket of notebooks, and I recently did purchase a couple of notebooks after the Chicago Stationery Fest, because I am a sucker for new notebooks. I am trying to be a little bit better about buying notebooks, but I have definitely slowed down compared to how it was before. So I'm patting myself on the back because I'm better now than it was before. But here are the notebooks that I got. They are from, was it something blue? But it's a cotton notebook. I got 2 of them. I think each one had like 180 pages. One was in like an olive green and one was in white, and I had to get both because 180 pages. If I want to do it for a year, I need 2. So yeah. And here's another Klasiki storage box that I have, that I store all of my like letterpress cards and my postcards that I get. And so here I am just sorting through the postcards that I got from Stationery Fest, or Chicago Stationery Fest, and I did get quite a few. And so I'm just happy that I'm taking it out of this junk journal bag, because and you know what, junk journaling, okay, that's another video. We'll talk more about junk journaling in another video. But here I am just trying to organize. Now I did get 2 of these, and so I'm going to put that aside. We'll talk more about that later towards the end of the video. So if you made it this far, hang tight, because we got something really cool and fun to talk about towards the end of the video. Here I'm just showing you my little, very quickly, my little postcard collection. I did end up sending a few postcards to a pen pal, so that was kind of nice. And this, I was deciding, do I junk journal it or keep it as a postcard? But I feel like I could keep it as a postcard, so I stuck it in there. And then there's another postcard that I'm going to keep, these 2 cute ones. And I like using postcards too to decorate my journals. But I'm just glad that I have a spot for it, because I don't like when my stationery is all over the place, when like different, like if I have postcards in one area and then postcards in another area. I'd rather have a localized area for certain things. It just makes it a lot better as far as organizing, and if I'm looking for a postcard, I know exactly where I need to go. And so, yes, And so yes, that is my junk journaling stuff for later on, which kind of glad I have that contained in the little bag, although I do have another area for my junk journaling with a bunch of junk in there. Yeah. And I got this from Top Drawer. It is a free handkerchief that I get to redeem when I go into their store, so I'm super excited about that. I guess that'll be motivation for me to go back to Chicago to redeem. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's there to remind me. And I love how it looks. It looks like a stamp. Okay. So I think the next thing that I'm going to organize, my newest fountain pen that I totally forgot that I got, is I forgot what it was called, but there was a sticker on there, and I'm just kind of put it in my pen and ink journal, and I have a page there for like all the stickers that I get from my pens. And here I'm trying to figure out where it was because I don't remember. And can I just say I only have a few pages left in that insert and it's done. I'm so proud of myself. I cannot wait until I do the last page on that. And so right there, right there, that's where that sticker belongs. I'm loving my pen and ink journal, but it's getting quite fat. Quite fat. All right, so I need to put that away. So let me show you where I store my fountain pens. There you go. It has a little home. And we'll talk more about my fountain pens in another video, which will soon happen. I just have about 3 more fountain pens on the way because Kaweco released their lunar, like it's like green, and I had to have it. So, yeah. And this little paper passport, I'm going to keep it because I'm going to keep it here. I feel like that's great motivation for me to try to do events, even if it's just small, tiny events. That way I could fill it up. So, I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'm definitely going to be, what do you call it? Retro adding it. I'm going to be putting past events that I've done in that passport. And then here I do have a few, or actually not a few. I have an enamel pin that I purchased. It's a Spam Musubi pin because I grew up on Spam Musubi. And this is where I keep all my enamel pins. And then I do have a few more that's actually on the Superior Labor pouch that is on display on my shelf. So, and then here I have all my patches that I keep. So whenever I am doing a DIY or adding patches to my traveler's notebook or to my notebook covers, I know to go into that little metal case. And that's actually from Target. I think it's from Hearth and Hand. And so that is where I keep all of my patches, which is great because whenever I'm looking for patches, I know exactly where to find them. And let me tell you, just doing this alone, I was already feeling so much lighter. I could feel like the stress, even though I wasn't stressed, I could feel a little bit lighter. I could feel like, okay, I'm more motivated to sit here and journal. And so here I am. I'm taking out these stickers because later on we are going to be refilling my sticker books because that's also another hobby that I love doing to kind of help me recover. To some, it might be a little bit kind of tedious, but like coloring, refilling my sticker books I love it. And here we are going to archive the one washi tape that I purchased from Chicago Stationery Fest. It is from Rin Studio. And you guys, I absolutely love this washi tape. I wish that it was kiss cut, because I did tell myself that I won't buy I won't buy a washi tape if it's not kiss cut. However, I really liked the subject matter on this washi, and I could not leave it. And so here I am. What I like to do is whenever I get brand new washi in, I like to archive it in my archive book. I am on volume 3, you guys. Volume 3 of my washi and stamp archive book. I am so proud of my archive book. It is so nice to look through. But check this out. Look at all these designs on this washi tape. It depicts couples doing daily things like working out, shopping, karaoke, what else? Grocery shopping. Just so there's an anniversary one. And this loop has a lot of designs before it started over. And despite it not being kiss cut, it's okay, because of the fact that it wasn't too hard to divide, and because they are on washi tape, the surrounding of it you don't see. So when I put it on paper, it kind of melts away. It kind of disappears, and so you kind of just see the design. And so I will make an exception for this one. But I absolutely love this washi tape. If I run out, most likely I would buy it again if there's a way to buy it again. I'm pretty sure there is a way. I haven't really been looking at stationery since, I guess that's a plus when I'm at this kind of low point. I don't have energy to shop, and so it's when I'm feeling good. It's when retail therapy happens, and you'll see when I'm journaling that I actually did a little bit of retail therapy at the it was yesterday. I was feeling a little bit better, and I was motivated to go out. Well, it was a little bit of retail therapy, but I did purchase something online. But look how cute. And then something happened that happened earlier. My phone died. No, it didn't even die. It just stopped recording. And so it literally missed about 10 minutes of me transitioning into refilling my stickers. By this time, I've actually, as you can see on the left, do you see that sticker sheet? I've already put some of those stickers into the sticker book it belongs to, and so you guys missed all of that. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I don't know why it is doing that. But yeah, I don't know why, but it's okay. We are back, and here I am just refilling it. If you are new to my channel, I actually organize my stickers in a way where it's a little bit easier for me to journal. And so I have they're called the Travelers Company release sticker books. And I categorize all my stickers because most of the time, a lot of the sticker sheets, they have like different subject matter. And so when I'm journaling, it's kind of hard for me to think what stickers I want to use. And so I believe I have 6 categories. I don't remember how many categories I have. But I have a people category. Okay, I'm gonna count this so we'll know exactly how many categories I have. I have a people category, I have a things category, I have a nature category, a food category, an animal category, and then like a quote / washi tape category. So that's 6. Yep. And some categories actually have 2 sticker release books because I just use a lot of that theme. And so here what we're using is the people theme, and so that is why I'm putting that washi into that sticker book. And so what I do is that every time, now when I first did this, it was a little bit harder because I had to literally take all of my stickers and organize it. And I think it took me like a span of a whole month on and off doing this, like whenever I had free time, whenever I was in front of the TV. But I would take the stickers out of their sticker sheets and put those individual stickers to the correct category of sticker book. So, like for example, that sticker sheet had some people stickers in it, and so I put that in the people sticker book. And then what's left, I believe, are objects. And so those are going to go into my object sticker book, which right now we are in the animal sticker book. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the animal stickers in that sticker book. And then this allows me, when I'm journaling, whenever I'm thinking of whatever I'm journaling or writing and I want a specific sticker, it's a little bit easier for me to find that specific sticker. Like, say for example, a dog came up to me that day and I want to journal about it and I want a dog sticker, then I know that I will go into my animal sticker book, and that's where I will have my dog stickers. And so that is how it is all categorized, and it just makes it so much easier. And you'll see we're going to be doing a little bit of journaling catch up at the end of this, and you'll see how easy it was for me to find stickers that I needed based on the subject that I was talking about. So the stickers that I'm actually putting on here are super cute. They are from Dana Ate Oatmeal. I bought this at the Chicago Stationery Fest and met her, and she's super nice, and I just love her drawings. They're so whimsical and super, super cute and very affordable. And so now we are in the food category, because I believe there were a couple of birthday cakes on that sticker sheet. Yep, there were a couple of birthday cakes, and so here I am just putting those birthday cakes in the food sticker book. Ta-da! And the stickers on the front, as you can see, they are coming apart. Well, some of it, so I had to trim it. And this is my objects or things sticker book, and there's no space in that one. So this subject actually has two sticker books that I just recently purchased, which is that one right there. So I know I have space in there, a little bit more space in there. And so we are going to fill it up. And these are the sticker sheets that have all these objects. Now, I use a lot of objects in my journaling. I know this year I said that I want to try to incorporate like sketching and drawing in my journal. But the thing is that I love stickers. I can't give up stickers. And so my sketching and drawing is going to be a separate thing. Because, well, it's actually, I'm making stickers from my drawings, so it works out. But when it comes to journaling, I just absolutely love using stickers. I don't think stickers will be ever out of my vocabulary when it comes to journaling. I know some people don't really like stickers, but I just love how it looks on the page and how, I don't know, I've been a sticker lover since I was a little girl, so I just can't give it up at all. So this is a sticker sheet that I got for free from, I believe it was from Everyday Explorers Co. Yes, it was Everyday Explorers Co., which was some fun. Like they're like thicker stickers. So I used one of them to did I junk journal? I used it for something. Oh, for my pen and ink journal on my events notebook. Now this sticker sheet I absolutely loved. I believe it was from Riley's Station or Riley's Washi Station. I loved the subject matter on it, the little like ads. And so I'm actually adding it to my things sticker book because I feel like even though they're kind of like advertisements, they're like, I feel like they're like signs, like paint signs, right? Advertisement signs. And so I decided to go ahead and add it to the things. And luckily I still had space for it. Most probably would have kept them on the sticker sheet, but I like to have all my stickers in its location because then I know exactly I only have to look towards my sticker release book. Now I do have some sticker sheets that are not in there, which I need to process and add it to there. But that's just gonna have to be another day. And of course we don't waste anything. We are saving that for our junk journal. And I think we just have a few left of on the sticker sheet. I believe those are some plants. Yep, those are some plants. And we're just going to add it to the nature sticker book. And I think I hate when this happens, when I have like one little lonely sticker that I forgot to put in a sticker book that I already have opened up. But in this case, it's the food. Let me tell you, after this, I felt so much better. I was like, all right, I'm ready to journal. And so here I am giving you a quick tour. So this is my object sticker book. Look how pretty. I love how it looks. Okay, so that's my objects. And this is my people sticker book. And like I mentioned, some get two because I just use them more than others. And there you have it. That one's full. And so this was the second one, which I think I filled up halfway. So I still have half of the book left for more stickers, as you can see. Perfect. Okay, the next one is the food category. And again, I have two because I use the food a lot. And that one is actually full. I refilled that up the last time we did our sticker party with I did live. And yeah, there we have it. I don't know, adding my little process, it's so soothing to me. It's so therapeutic. I love how I organize my stickers. And just like flipping through the sticker board, doesn't it make you happy? Like, it makes me happy as I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, that's a nice sticker. It's so pretty. And I don't know why. I think I was actually admiring it. That's why that one took a little bit longer than the other tour. This is my animals sticker book. I don't use a lot of animals in my journaling, so I don't have very many animal stickers, which, except for the doggy one, I really like it. And then this is for all my quotes and like washi type stickers, like so. I don't really use a lot of those. I try to, but it's not something that I really... And as someone who loves florals, I don't use a lot of florals in my journaling, surprisingly. I don't know why. It's okay. All right, so we're going to talk about my other favorite hobby that I love to do to help me just wind down and not think about anything. And that is my tin can diaries. Like, how can you not love this thing? So me and my husband love eating tin can fish. Most recently, the sardines and mackerel, and of course tuna. But not all tuna, not all tin cans are treated equally. We've learned that. But it has been such a fun journey and a great way for me and my husband to bond. We always do a little cheers right before we try out a new tin can fish. And it's just one of those things. And a lot of the tin can art I am in love with, and I cannot, like, for the life of me, throw it away, and I have to archive it. And so this is the reason why I created this tin can diaries. So all the tin cans that we eat, even if it's a repeat, I'm going to take that art and put it in my book. And it's just been one of those fun things to do. And I can't wait till this whole thing is filled up. I already purchased another A7 notebook, MD A7 notebook, in anticipation of finishing that up soon, because like I said, I like to prepare. When I need it, I want to be able to use it at that moment and not have to think like, I gotta place an order and I have to wait for it to arrive. No, I need it now. If I want, if I need it now, I should have it now, right? But yes, so this is one of my favorite hobbies that I love doing to help me come back, to help me kind of drown out the noise and not think about anything and just do this. Because I love specifically the artwork. Now I know, because there's a lot of tin fish that we actually love, and so I know there's going to be repeats of it. But I get super excited when there is a new tin can that we haven't tried, and then it's new art that I don't have in my book. And so I highly recommend. I mean, and not only that, tin fish is good for you. It is very good for you. I have noticed, though, after I started eating my tin can fish, my skin has been so much better. And I know it's because of those omegas. So I highly recommend tin can fish. I think it's really good. And my favorite way of eating tin can fish, the sardines and the mackerel and the tuna, is over hot rice. But that's because I'm Filipino, and so I just prefer anything with rice. And then here we are, I think we're journaling about, yes, the extra spiced sardines that we actually first time having, and it was so good. Super, super good. And it wasn't like too spicy, but it was just enough spice. And here, what I'm showing, remember when I told you about the shikori markers? I usually use my brush markers to do lettering, not so much coloring. So that was a great experience to do, to actually color with my brush markers. I'm gonna have to try using my Sailor markers as well, and see how that works. And then here is, what is this? I believe, this is actually mackerel fillets. It was funny because we were running out of tin can fish, and there's this, and there was like 3 other that was left over, which was like squid, mussels, which I don't like, and it was in Spanish, so I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but there was in very small letters in the back, and it said mackerel. And I was so excited because I was like, oh man, we're not going to be able to eat well, at least me, to eat fish. And I was just so happy to see that it said mackerel on it. And I was like, yes, I get to eat some fish today. I didn't eat any tin fish today because we had crab legs the day before, and so we had leftover crab legs, and so that is what I ate for my lunch / dinner. And so I didn't have any tin fish, although the hubby, on the other hand, did have tin fish. Well, he had squid, which is gross. Anyways, I don't think I mentioned, see the stickers on the top left? Those are stickers I printed out. I just like to have extra stickers so I can add stickers to the page if need be. Like in that case, I really, really wanted to add that lemon. And so it's good to have. I'm actually running out. I think I only have like 3 stickers left. So I need to print out more. Now this is the yucky squid my husband ate. Not only did it suck trying to peel the picture or the artwork on that, I didn't taste it, but my husband said that it didn't even have a taste and he wouldn't buy it again. But as you can see, yep, I gave up. I was like, you know what? I'll fill in the blanks. And so that's what I did here. This was the very first dislike out of all the tin cans from my husband, which I was surprised because I know he likes squid. So this one was a no for him. Definitely a no for me. I don't like squid. I don't like calamari. I think it's a texture thing. I don't like mussels, but I like scallops. I don't like oysters either, but I like clams. Wait, is that the same thing? Is oysters? Wait. Okay, never mind. Disregard. Again, my brain is not braining. So here as you can see, I actually just filled in. I did a little bit of artwork there. It looks pretty good, right? I think I did a really good job on that. I'm pretty happy about that. And then usually for my entry when it comes to my Tin Can Diaries, it's pretty much the same because I don't really like to write. I mean, this is something that I've talked many times on my channel. I'm just not a writer. And so sometimes I just say like, it's good, it's yummy, we'll buy again, we'll try it out. There are sometimes where I will write a little bit more. If I say like, there was one instance where I didn't think I was a tomato sauce kind of girl, and I actually liked it, and so I had a little bit more to say on that one. And so yeah, so sometimes I do talk a little bit more or write a little bit more, but majority of the time I just kind of keep it simple. I like to stamp. There's 2 different stamps that we use. I have a set for myself and a set for my husband to indicate if we like or we disliked or it was okay for us. And I have these little bear stamps that I use, and then my husband has little dog stamps that I have to represent him on the page. And so and then I used to do stars, but I kind of stopped. I don't know why I stopped actually. I think I just forgot about the stars because I already put like my little stamp of approval. So I totally forgot to add the stars. So you'll see here though that I do add the stars here because this is a new favorite. And the place that I purchased this tin can, I only bought 2 because I just wanted to try it out. And so now that I know that we do like it, I will buy it in bulk. I don't know if you missed one of my lives when I was talking about the Tin Can Diaries and that I had just recently purchased. I used some of our tax refund money. I mean, it wasn't a lot. Majority of it went straight into savings. But I did buy in bulk our tin can. So we have about 6 months worth of sardines and mackerel. Don't judge me. But I like to buy things in bulk. Like, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So, and sometimes it's a lot cheaper to buy things in bulk anyways. So here's a recap of the Tin Can Diaries. And I just absolutely love this little notebook. Look how thick it's getting. my favorite. And here I am gathering up all the stickers, which I need to print out new ones. I need to print out little more like rice bowls, because I usually put that on my page. And here I'm showing off the little brass charm that you can get at our Etsy shop, Tiny Planner Studio. And so after that, I am ready to journal. And here's the thing I had mentioned, right? Like, I haven't journaled in quite some time. And you'll see in these pages, I have blank pages. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 10 pages that I have to backfill. Now, the last time that I have gone a long time not journaling was almost the same time last year, back in April, May time frame. And the reason being was because me and my husband were actually working on landscaping. And so I just didn't have the energy nor time, because of the fact that we were just so tired from working out in the yard. And so for, I believe, 2 weeks or maybe even a month, I didn't journal. And so what I did was I tried to back journal as much as I could at that time, but it was stressing me out because I couldn't remember a lot of the things. I only could remember like a couple of highlights, and so I just left the pages blank. And so this time around, I decided that I'm not going to worry about trying to remember, because I like to document my day. And so I put a lot of effort in doing that every single day. And then there are times where I do have to back journal, but it's not as many as 10 days, where if it was like a couple days, I can recall some of the things. But last year, I just kind of left it blank and just did the highlights. And so for this time around, I decided to not worry about documenting the day, or maybe even writing highlights, but more of what I was feeling. And I knew in the past 10 days, I just was not feeling well. I had no energy. I was very not motivated. I was quite depressed, very, very low energy. And so I decided to do that instead and just use my stickers to depict that and not stress over the things I couldn't remember, and just kind of let it go. I feel like sometimes for me, I want to check off those boxes because it's something that's very important to me when it comes to my journaling, and I just want to document my days. And sometimes I give myself a hard time that I did miss it, but I'm trying to just not think about that and just let my journal reflect my real life, which it has been for the last year, almost 2 years that I've been consistently journaling. But having that habit and then missing a few days or whatnot, it does kind of get discouraging. And so I've been learning to just let it go, and just, if I feel like I can back journal, great. If I don't, it's okay as well. Like, I don't need to put that much pressure on myself when it comes to my journal. I think that pressure for me comes to the fact that I just want to document my day because my memory is so bad, and that a lot of things in my day is just gone as it's happening. It's quite bad. It gets to the point where, I mean, it does affect my daily life. I mean, even like going out to order things, like when we're doing the drive-through, I have to talk really slow because as I am speaking the words, I forget what I said. So like if I want to order like a burger, or like there's a an order that I need to do, I always have to repeat it, and then sometimes I do it twice, where I'm like, did I tell you I got 2 burgers, right? Because it just disappears. And I think that's the reason why, like, I'm really hard on myself when I want to document my day. it's just like when I'm reading, it's just as I am reading, by the time I read the end of the sentence, I've already forgotten the first half of that sentence. Or if I get to the end of the paragraph, I've already forgotten that first part of the paragraph. It's really, really bad. And so sometimes I will be repeating myself. Even when I'm talking to people, I repeat myself because I totally forgot or didn't even know that I already said that sentence or said that sentiment. So I don't know if you've noticed in my, when I am talking, like sometimes I do repeat things more than once because I honestly don't remember if I said it. And so it's really bad. And so I think that's the reason why I like to really document my day. And when I do miss a day, it does upset me a little bit. But in this case, because it just wasn't in the cards for me, I just didn't have the energy to do it. I think journaling it this way, where I'm just writing a sentence and then putting a sticker that kind of represents that, is enough for me. And yeah, I mean, even the ones from last year in my Hobonichi weeks, I still think about it. That it's empty. I don't know. From time to time I think about it. I'm like, should I go back and just add something to it? But I don't really remember anymore, so it's kind of a lost cause. But that's just something internally that I'm dealing with. That's why I like to document my day, and that's the reason why journaling is such a huge thing for me. It gives myself proof that I did something or that I've done something, and it's a win-win, right? Because then I can use my stickers to express my creativity, which in turn helps me, relaxes me. And then I'm also documenting the things that I'm doing so I don't forget, and I have something to look back on. So yeah, journaling is quite important to me. And I feel like stickers aren't just stickers. Stickers do bring me joy, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way about stickers, and I do know like a lot of people also think that stickers are useless, but in my case it's been a helpful tool in my mental health, and just, I know, something for me to get excited about and to enjoy, especially when it comes to stationery. Now it could be the reason why my wallet is empty, but I mean there are far worse things than stickers, so I will take stickers any day. Now this day was actually yesterday, and I think that was the first day that I've actually felt a little bit better. And I know I felt a little bit better because I wanted to do things. I wanted to go out and just, actually when I want to go out, it's usually just to run errands, like to the post office or to the grocery store. In this case, my oldest son wanted to go to the mall, and so we dropped him off over there. He can't drive because he has epilepsy, and so that's another thing that we're navigating too. He's had epilepsy since he was a young kid, but it's all controlled with his medication, thank goodness. And but anyways, he was like, I want to go to the mall, can you drop me off at the mall? And so we're like, yeah. And so during that time, because the way gas prices are, I was like, I didn't want to drop him off and then go home and then have him call us like an hour later to pick him up. And so we kind of took that time, me and my husband, to like go check out a new store that we wanted to check out. Like my husband got a new hat. Surprisingly, I didn't get anything, although I was really tempted to get some things. There was like this canvas like tote that I could totally have used to like hold my stationery, but I stopped myself because I was like, do I really need this? I already have a lot of organizational stuff for my stationery and a lot of my stationery already has its own place. So I opted out, which I'm very proud of. And so we ended up just getting a hat that was actually on sale for like $6, and it was like an additional 40%. So my husband got it for like $4. So it was a huge score. And so, and then we went to go pick up some food. So it was a good day. One of the better days that I have since coming back from Chicago. So that's a good thing. And then there's just a new thing that I'm just navigating. And I'm learning about myself and just learning how to navigate the mental health, mental issues. So here's just a recap of the journal. I think it came out really great. Even if I didn't write all those, and I'm glad that I put those stickers there because it makes me smile. And then here's my first entry since then. So I'm glad that I was able to journal today finally. It's been a while. So that's about it. And so we get to talk about a few things that I'm super, super excited about. And I'm going to talk to you about the Hiraya Sticker Club. Now you're probably wondering what the Hiraya Sticker Club. If you watched my last replay of my live, you kind of got a hint, intro about what that is. But I'll put on the screen the perks that you get, but it is a YouTube membership, and I'll put on the screen the perks. But what I'm going to talk to you about is the 2 perks that I'm really, really excited about, and that involves stickers, downloadable printable stickers that I will be creating, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can join in March. It officially starts in April, but I've already got March up. And so what it is that I have these stickers that I design, as well as some of them that I've drawn myself, which is including also that Chicago Stationery Fest. Now this is the March perk. So if you join in March, this will be available for you to print out. And the way you print it out is you just print it on regular letter size sticker paper. I've made it super easy for you. And then all you have to do is, if you want it smaller, you just cut in 4s, and I've already have it I have it displayed that way, so it's easier for you. And here we have the April version, which will be available for April members, so you still have time to join for April. And what I love about the Hiraya Sticker Club is that each month the current members get to choose the stickers for next month, meaning the theme. So for March, the members that we had, they wanted stickers with spider plants, pizza, as well as sardines. So that's what I did. And so for April, because that is the beginning of it, I decided, obviously, that I decided. So for April, the April members will choose what May will look like. And these stickers will have at least one hand-drawn sticker, and then the rest will be the ones that the members choose. So that's a great perk. And then we also have another perk where we do member choice lives, 1 a month. So I'm super excited about it because of the fact that it's downloadable and printable, and it's for like a couple bucks that you can cancel anytime. You get to join the Hiraya Sticker Club, and I get to practice my love for drawing and making stickers. Now, one April perk that's going to happen in April, because April is my birthday month, is that I am doing an April birthday giveaway. And the things that I'm going to give away are these items that I'm showing you. It's going to be in that pack, and it's all for everyone who joins the Hiraya Sticker Club in April. You will be put into the drawing for this wonderful birthday giveaway. Included, obviously, will be the April sticker sheet as well. And I hope, even though if you decide to join in April, that you stick around for the rest of the months. But if you decide to just join for April for the giveaway, that's okay too. And not only do you get what you see here, but there's also other things that I'll be throwing in throughout the month. I just haven't decided which. But you also get a choice of a tiny pen tote whether it's the passport size, which is on the right hand, my right hand, or the standard size. So you get to choose the size and color, and you will also be getting a tiny apron, tote, or pen holder that we have from our Tiny Planner Studio. And so that's going to also be included in the April birthday giveaway. And it's going to be available, all the names, all the members for April, for the YouTube membership, the Hiraya Sticker Club, their names will be part of the drawing. So if you would like to enter, head on over to the YouTube membership. It should say join in my profile on YouTube, and become a member of the Hiraya Sticker Club, and you will be put in for the April birthday giveaway. I do have a lot more sticker sheets and washi tape that's also going to be included, and I will be releasing that in April every few days, so you guys know exactly what you guys are getting. But yeah, that is something that I'm so excited about, and I do hope that you join the Hiraya Sticker Club. Everything is linked down in the description box, so everything that I've mentioned, talked about, it's all in the description box. And if you made it this far, I just want to say that I appreciate you and thank you for hanging out with me. And if you made it this far, leave a sun, your favorite sun emoji, and words of encouragement, or a favorite quote that got you through like rough times, or that's something that encouraged you. Leave it in the comments so I can read it. And you never know, it might help someone who's reading it, who's having a hard day. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Check out the Hiraya Sticker Club. And again, anything that I've mentioned will be down in the description box. And yeah, I think that's it. Yep. Well, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.